Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now this is going to be a monthly pickups video because I'm going to show you some of the movies, the DVDs and Blu-rays that I picked up throughout the month of October. While we're on the subject of October, I hope you all had a nice Halloween. Okay then guys, I've got quite a few to get through here. As usual, the Blu-rays predominate over the DVD. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. I'm going to start with the DVDs. Okay, so the first one I'd like to show you, I've never seen this movie before. It's a DVD. It was from the producers of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the Amityville Horror, and it's a remake of a classic from the 1980s, which has just been released in a gorgeous deluxe edition, and that is the remake of The Hitcher. As I say, I don't know so much about this movie, so I'm going into it like blind, and that's so there you go, guys. There's a couple of stills at the back. So that's the first DVD I'd like to show you. That is the remake of The Hitcher. Next up is a sequel to a movie. Now, I must admit, when I first watched the first movie to this back in the 80s, I quite liked it. But on rewatch after many years later, it didn't do anything for me, you know. So, and neither did this as well. This got the same female villain in it, Terry O'Quinn. That's the sequel to The Stepfather 2. But yeah, guys, I didn't like it. Yeah, so I won't be keeping this one. Yeah, so there you go. That is Stepfather 2. Next up is, now this is another blind buy. I don't know too much about this one. It says on the back here, if you love The Grudge, you'll find this unmissable. It's one of those Asian horror movies. When a struggling actress gets a big break in a crime scene reconstruction TV show, she initially embraces her new fame and fortune. But after one particular reconstruction, her role unleashes a series of supernatural horrors. That's a movie called The Victim. So as I say, another blind buy, guys, The Victim. Don't know anything about it. So yeah, so just keep your fingers crossed that it's going to be a good watch. So that is The Victim. Next DVD I'd like to show you, it's another blind buy, and I like me creature features, guys. So when I saw this advertised online and that on one of the sites, I thought to myself, that looks like a lot of fun. I must have to put my hand over the front, guys, for obvious reasons. A little bit of a naughty picture here. This is a movie called The Moor Monster, something like The Swamp Thing. So there you go, guys. That's The Moor Monster. Looks a lot of fun, guys. Yeah. Any naughty pictures at the back? Now I think we're all right to show the back, guys. The Moor Monster. Oh gosh, sorry. Oh, you are awful. There you go, guys. That is The Moor Monster. Next up is now I did watch this when I first got it. I did not like it. I bought it in Asda for a couple of quid, and I was just bored. I was just bored out of my mind, guys. That's a movie called Alien Apocalypse. A real bore fest if ever there was. So I'm not even going to waste my breath saying any more about this. It's total bore fest. Next up is a movie. Now, I've read the novel of this by the guy who wrote Aisle 11, the guy who wrote Rosemary's Baby. I have seen it many years ago. I don't remember too much about it. It stars Catherine Ross and Paul Prentice, and that's a movie called Stepford Wives. Yeah, so as I say, years ago since I last saw it. So I'm looking forward to revisiting that one from the novel by Aisle 11. That is The Stepford Wives. Next up is another bum one, guys. I bought this actually at the same time as Alien Apocalypse. It's another one of those modern takes on the old classic fairy tales. That's Goldilocks and the Three Bears. About this gang of serial killers, and one of them is dressed as Goldilocks. Yeah, very much along the lines of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, but yeah, it wasn't much, guys. So there you go. That is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. But as you always say, that's just my opinion. Next up is another bore fest as well. I think this movie's on Shudder, so I could have saved myself a few bob. Unlike any slasher film you've ever seen, I don't think so. That's a movie called In a Violent Nature. Did not like it. Actually found myself dropping off towards the end. Yeah, another bore fest. God, they're turning out a lot of crap now, aren't they, guys? That is In a Violent Nature. Next up is another boring movie in the Hitcher franchise. This is the direct sequel. This brings back C. Thomas Howell, but I think he was sorely wasted in this. That's The Hitcher 2. Obviously, Rutger Hauer's not in this one, but I didn't like it, guys. Again, I found myself falling asleep towards the end, so that's The Hitcher 2. Dire movie. Oh my God, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin, guys, how to start describing this movie. It's got the lot in this. It's very, very reminiscent of Basket Case. It's got blood. It's got gore. It's got sex, nudity. And it's just a wacky, wacky movie, guys. It really is. And that is a movie called My Bloody Banjo. Oh my days, this is the real. You've got to be very, very broad-minded to sit through this, guys. There's some really sickening scenes in this. Basically about this guy who gets picked on at the office and that by his boss and that, he's like a pantomime villain, his boss and that. So he sort of like messes around with a Ouija board, and he brings back this imaginary friend from years ago, and he starts basically helping and bumping off all the people who've wronged him. Oh, but guys, oh God. I tell you guys, this is one ride from start to finish. It really is. I've never seen a crazy movie as My Bloody Banjo. Check it out. And that winds up the DVD part, so I'm going to move on to the Blu-rays now. Okay then, guys, so the first one I'd like to show you is it's got a rather naughty cover, but I think I'm all right showing it. It's a mixture of the the zombie and cannibal genre. Only arrived the other day. That's a movie called Holocaust Cannibal. Yeah, I have to say, there's no you know what there, just a flash of stocking leg, yeah. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. During World War II, some Germans know that they will lose. A group of them board a plane for Argentina. Lightning hits their plane and they crash into an island of savages. Now the Nazis are the ones who suffer atrocities. So there you go, guys. We've got 2 hours of behind the scenes there, photos, and there you go. Yeah. So looking forward to this, checking this one out. That is a Holocaust Cannibal. Now, beautiful box set here, guys. All really made up with this. I tried to get it at HMV in Liverpool on Saturday, and he didn't. It sold out. But I love the Indicator box sets. I thought we've got to have this. It's got 6 movies on it. That's Columbia Horror. Beautiful, beautiful box sets. Very, very sturdy as well. There's the movies, guys. Fantastic. Yeah, Boris Karloff's in one here behind the mask. So I'm looking forward to watching all these. So that is the Columbia Horror Indicator. Gorgeous box set. Next up is one. This is on the Radiance label. I watched it the other night. This is supposed to be Italy's very first horror movie. But although it says on the front, I Vampire, it's more of a kind of a horror thriller. Very much along the lines of Countess Dracula. This rich lady, she gets this guy to kidnap and kill young girls to keep her young. Yeah, so it's called a movie called I Vampire. I'm keeping this one in my collection because, as I say, it's the very first Italian horror movie ever made. So there you go, guys. That is I Vampiri. Next up, this is another blind buy. I have seen this on the internet loads and loads of times. I don't know too much about it. It's from 1985. And it's a movie called Dark Power. Lovely slip cover, guys. And there's the it's got no reversible artwork. Yeah, Dark Power. There you go, guys. Fantastic. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. That's a movie called Dark Power. Next up is, this is, although this is on the Radiance label, I did not enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the other Radiance title I showed you. This was a mad movie, this guy's from the 1960s. Supposed to be about this artist. He takes a house like in the middle of like the countryside and that to do work and that, but there's supposed to be a ghost in it, but it was boring, guys. It just went from scene to scene. That's A Quiet Place in the Country. I didn't like it. There was too much surreal scenes in it, guys, so I'm going to be flogging this one. So that is A Quiet Place in the Country. Not my cup of tea, but it might be yours. I don't know. This is a fabulous one, this, by Umberto Lenzi. I've actually done a review of this. Great movie. Hitcher in the Dark. One of the worst, most hateful villains I have ever seen in a horror movie. Basically abducting girls in his trailer and raping and killing them, yeah. So if you haven't seen Hitcher in the Dark, I strongly suggest you get yourself a copy. It's a fantastic movie, Hitcher in the Dark. Next up, this is a real stomach churning, this one. A real stomach churning movie, this, guys. I couldn't watch it again, especially not eating me dinner. This was actually on the Video Nasties list. It was a film by Joe D'Amato. Just thinking about this movie gives me the chills, yeah. One of them wrote on here, and yeah, I'd second that emotion. That's a movie called Beyond the Darkness. Real stomach churning, guys. It's I don't even want to describe some of the scenes in it. They're really, really horrible and sickening. You know, it's about this weirdo and that. You know, he's sort of like he digs his girlfriend up from a cemetery. He does the old Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein routine, he takes all that. Well, I won't describe it, guys. It just basically eviscerates it, basically. And it just goes more sicker and sicker and sicker. So I've got a pretty broad mind when it watches horror movies, but this one, I think this one went a bit. I think this went a step too far. So Beyond the Darkness, a very, very notorious movie, and I haven't got the stomach to watch it again, so I'll be getting rid of this one. So that is Beyond the Darkness, yeah. So be warned, if you get it, don't eat it while you're eating. Don't watch it while you're eating your dinner. Oh God, stomach churning or what? And this is one here on the Raro video label from 1981. Didn't like it, guys. That's a movie called Murder Obsession. Boring, slow, and a very, very dull story. So I'll be getting rid of that as well. So that's a movie called Murder Obsession. Next up, now this is a George A. Romero movie. I haven't seen this one. I've actually got the remake as well. This is from, I think it's from, 1973. That's The Crazies. No doubt a lot of you have seen this one. And I got the remake as well. A lot of people prefer the remake. There's the remake. So I've got the original, and I've got the remake. So I'm looking forward to checking these out. Yeah, The Crazies. Next up, now I've talked about this movie. I've actually done a full review of this, so I won't say too much about it, guys. It's more of a thriller than a horror. It's the fantastic The Woman in the Window. Very, very Hitchcockian movie. Great release from Eureka Entertainment. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend that you get this one. This was brought to my attention by Sam, so link down below to Sam's channel. So, so there you go. Great movie. That is The Woman in the Window. Next up, I think this is another one what Sam had in his pickups. It's very much an early version of The Island of Dr. Moreau. H.G. Wells' Island of Lost Souls, starring Charles Lawton. Never seen it, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out, yeah. As I say, very much along the lines of The Island of Dr. Moreau. Actually, I think this was the first version of The Island of Dr. Moreau. So there you go, guys. That is The Island of Lost Souls. Next up, this is another remake, and this is one of the few remakes that I like better than the original. It's from 2005, and that's the 4K collector's edition of the Amityville Horror. This is better than the 1979 one that starred Margot Kidder and James Brolin. This is more. Oh yeah, it's definitely more enjoyable, guys. I love this, so it's great to have it on 4K. So that is the Amityville Horror, providing it's nice and light. Yeah, I don't want it too dark. So there you go. That's the Amityville Horror on 4K and Blu Ray as well. Next up, now this is the third and final part of the X trilogy. So by Ty West. I won't say too much about it, guys. I've spoke about this already. Watch me review if you want to know more. My full feelings on it. That's Maxine starring Mia Goth. Yeah, probably the one I enjoyed most out of the three. Pearl, I like a little bit better than X. X was the worst one. So there you go, guys. Maxine. And a great double bill here on the Criterion label. Two old classics I haven't seen. So you've got The Seventh Victim and I Walked with a Zombie. There you go, guys. I can't wait to check these out. I've never seen them. Piles of nice extras to get my teeth into. So they are double bill. I Walked with a Zombie and The Seventh Victim. Now the next one, now I actually just finished a novel of this. It's along the lines of The Wicker Man. It's a kind of a folk horror. I really enjoyed the novel. There's the novel here. It's called Starbaker by Andrew Michael Haley. So I'm looking forward to checking out the movie version of Starbaker. Very, very much along the lines of The Wicker Man folk horror, you know. Yeah, so great plethora of special features. I'm looking forward to checking out Starbaker. Oh, by the way, the ending had a real... Oh, God, I won't tell you about the ending. I don't want to spoil it for you. But, oh, God, talk about a punch in the face. There you go. Starbaker. Next, now I've got two here. I couldn't resist these guys. I was in HMV the other week. Now, I know I'm not a great fan of either of these movies, but it's been a few years now since I saw them. And I thought, well, 2 for 30. I might as well pick them up and give them a rewatch. So, I got The Fog. John Carpenter's The Fog. And I got The Thing as well. So I'm going to give them another rewatch and see if I like them any better than when I first watched them a few years ago. So I believe the picture quality on both of these guys is fantastic. So I'm going to give them another watch. So, as I say, The Fog and the Thing. Next up is now this is another movie I wasn't too keen on when I first watched it, but having seen the trailer, and I thought to myself the trailer looks better than the first one, so I thought I'll get the second, but I got the first one as well because I want to watch it again, just like the other two, to see if it's, you know, my opinions have been coloured. So you've got Winnie the Pooh 2, Blood and Honey, and you've got Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, the first one. So as I say, I'll give them the first one another watch in that. So there you go. Next up is now this is one I'm very, very fond of. My mum hates this movie. A lot of people thought this was based on a true story. It's set in Australia. I'm actually waiting for the novel to come. I did have the special edition of this a few years, well, not a few years ago. I think it was just over a year ago. But I got rid of it now. But I thought I just settled with the standard disc of Picnic at Hanging Rock. About these girls from a school. A couple of girls and the teacher go missing and inexplicably. So I'm looking forward to revisiting this one. So that is Picnic at Hanging Rock. Next up, I think this is another. Well, I think the naughty scenes covered here by the text. I think this is a kind of a spoof of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is a movie called Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, this is not a parody. Oh, right. I'll have to see about that. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, guys. There you go. I always like to check these movies out, like, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, a group of New Yorkers take a road trip to Texas, planning to visit locations from a horror movie. Also contains a re-edit of Dirtbags with a cameo by Peter Steele. Yeah, the car breaks down. They trust a local girl who offers help, but they do not pay the proper respect. And so begins this tragic tale. The gruesome events could have been prevented. So there you go, guys. That's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Looking forward to checking that one out. Next up, now I won't be watching this one till Christmas. I've heard a lot of good things about it. And I saw the trailer. I thought, that looks good. It's a Shudder original. It's described as a gleefully blood-soaked horror experience. That's Christmas, Bloody Christmas. Great cover, guys. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. So that is Christmas, Bloody Christmas. I hope they release a few more horror titles, actually, during the weeks running up to Yuletide. Next up is another Eureka title. I think this is another one what Sammy G spoke about in his video. Another old classic, and that is a movie called Vampire. Yeah, I'm sure Sam spoke about this one. So again, packed with a plethora of special features. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out, guys. Supposed to be a great little movie. That is Vampire. 1932, yeah. Film by Carl Dreyer, yeah. So there you go. That is Vampire. Next up, that again, so excited to get this. I love this movie. The ending was a little bit on the fence about, but I did love the movie as a whole. Beautiful edition here, guys, from Second Sight, and that's Late Night with the Devil Deluxe Edition. Nice hard sturdy box, and you get like a booklet with it, and of course you get the movie and piles of features. I love this one, especially the part where the creepy girl came on, the possessed girl. Oh god, oh yeah, and a great performance by the guy who played the the TV host. So yeah, lovely edition of Late Night with the Devil. Next up, another beautiful. This is the last one, actually. Oh no, it isn't. I've got another one there. Yeah, another beautiful box set. This is two rare vampire movies on the indicator label. Let's up the cover off, guys. It's yeah. Sorry, it's yeah. I'll last left it downstairs. Yeah. So it's two vampire movies. Yeah. So you've got like you've got the vampire, and then you've got the vampire's coffin. So I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. I've never seen these movies. I'm packed with a plethora of special features, guys. So I'm looking forward to checking these out. So just unbox it and just show you. Get a nice booklet with it. Oh yeah, I've got the label there, yeah. And then you get the two movies, guys. So I'm really looking forward to checking these out. I've never seen them. So there you go, guys, yeah. Indicator again, really on the money with these you know, lovely box sets. So I'm really looking forward to checking these two out. As I say, I always like to sort of like stumble across these rare movies and that, you know, because if you like them and that, you know, you think, oh well, obviously it's money well spent. Yeah. So El Vampiro and the vampire's coffin, which is El Autor del Vampiro. Yeah, fantastic. There you go. And last but by no means least, watched this on Sunday night. Yeah, it was more of a kind of like a fantasy kind of thing. It's about this girl who works in this bookshop, and she sees this book and it's got this like killer in it, and it appears to come to life and starts killing in real life. But I didn't think much of it, guys. I thought it was a bit, way out in that, and a bit cheesy. Yeah, it's called a movie called I, Madman. Wasn't too keen on it. Quite slow in parts and that, and I thought the story was a bit ridiculous. Yeah, there's the villain, he keeps popping up who's in the book and that. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That is I, Madman. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have you got any of these movies? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Share your views down below, guys, in the comments. I'd love to get a discussion going about some of these movies. So, yeah, quite a haul. Oh, there was two others, guys, but I can't show them, guys. So I've got rid of them. That was the two hefty Japanese ghost story sets that came out. I didn't like them, guys, so I flogged them on eBay. The ones were for £41 each. You most probably know the ones I mean. Yeah, well, anyway, picture there anyway. Okay then, guys, hope you enjoyed this pickups video, and if you're going out Blu-ray hunting over the weekend, hope you managed to pick up some bargains. Yeah, and the usual, if you like the video, please feel free to share, subscribe, comments, and all going well, I should be back again very, very soon with another video. Take care. Bye for now.